we can actually give them a route to get to real tangible assets.
Exactly. Okay. It's important for people to embrace the flexibility of crypto. I mean, I don't think that we're going to end up with a future where there's no such thing as currency, cash currency. I don't think crypto is a currency. It's a store of value for me.
Yeah.
It's trying to be morphed into a currency, currency being something that is easily transferable between people, and that is happening. But I can see short term that we would have perhaps a value for cryptos being used in high value transactions.
Yeah.
So real estate, aviation.
It's fast, it's secure, it's transparent.
Exactly, and let's remember that in many ways, it's a ledgerized system, right?
Yep.
So what that means is that it's in fact much more easily traceable than cash.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much every dollar bill, every pound, every £5 note, £10 note has got some form of drugs or other on it. Who knows where the hell it's been? But you can tell where crypto has been because we can do chain analysis, and we do chain analysis on a wallet. We can go right back to what's come in and out of that wallet and where that's been.
So if someone walks in with $10 million in US dollars, we have no idea at all.
Was that a week ago? Was that in the hands of a Colombian drug cartel? Who knows?
Probably very likely.
Very likely. Whereas with crypto, we can do, before we actually give the green light in a transaction, we'll do a wallet check. Every client, we do a test trade to check that they control the wallet.
Yep.
And they've got their own pass keys. And we will do, if required, we will do a video of them actually operating their wallet, so we can see, yes, it's them with their own wallet, under their own will, doing this. And B, it means that they actually have control of the wallet and that they're able to move the funds. Because if they have control of the wallet, they've therefore been able to control what goes in and out.
So let's talk about that a little bit. So when we onboard clients, obviously we need to have the basic KYC, home address, passport, source of wealth, statement. But then there's another step that we do is we actually get the wallet address, and you perform something called a chain analysis. And so that could be either they give us the address, or they send a small transaction proving they have control of it.
Correct.
And simultaneously you can do the chain analysis.
So we can peer in the wallet, and we can see the contents of the wallet, and then we can analyze where those been.
And that's not just the current state. You can actually go back and see where it came from.
Since that wallet was incorporated. So I would argue that actually it's safer to deal in crypto than it is in cash.
Safer, it's more transparent, it's faster.
Yeah, and it's better for compliance. You can see who's had it. I mean, and we do refuse trades. I mean, if somebody's not prepared to allow us to do chain analysis, we'll say, sorry, we can't deal with you, because if push comes to shove and our regulator says, okay, talk to me about this transaction, and they do, we're audited monthly for any trade over €15,000. They've a right to, and we have to send them sample trades, and they can come and they audit us.
Sure.
And they say, show us the paperwork on this.
Okay.
And we can't show that we've done the analysis and everything else. We're going to get, at best, a big fine. At worst, a big fine and a warning. And at worst, we're going to get shut straight away. And that's our business gone.
Right.
So
right. That's why we're very, very transparent up front. Like, this is how the engagement works. And I think it's beneficial to all parties, to have that up front.
Yeah.
What I really like is the ability to use the funds, and again, in the facility as like a owner's rep. If my owner says, okay, I want to do a charter this week, I want to purchase a yacht, I want to have the crew paid for, I may need a helicopter, and I may want to rent a villa here. In Monaco, all of that can now be through one crypto wallet as approved transactions, where we have an escrow account to take care of everything they need.
It's ledgerized. It's on the blockchain. Well, it is on the blockchain. So, everything can be checked and ledgered off. But the other thing I wanted to make a point about, Tony, is that, when you're a wealthy person, and I'm sure you've dealt with many in your career as a yacht broker, and I've dealt with a few, global citizen type people who have, multiple properties all around the world. And in fact, any rich person, I think it's a mistake for people to assume that those people are paying for everything with cash money.
Sure.
Because rich people are rich because they've got lots of assets.
Yep.
And how do they pay for things? Well, they often have to leverage against those assets with banks or whatever in order to be able to pay for their everyday lifestyle. Okay, or they'll have credit, which again is still leverage. It's they're borrowing the money short term on a credit card and repaying it, 30 days, 40 days later, whatever. Now, often those wealthy people will have become wealthy because they've invested in the stock markets, or they are looking at investment opportunities to make a return on their money. And there's the old thing that any good finance manager or any good wealth manager will suggest to the clients that they put 1% or 2% of their net wealth into volatile or, let's say, emerging markets or risk assets, because if they go well, they have a huge return. So it's I think a better than evens bet that most of the people that you will be dealing with, or people that might be watching this video, their clients, will probably have some percentage of their holdings, even if they're older people, in cryptos.
Sure.
Now, what that means is that instead of you then having to go and leverage other areas of your business to provide your cash to buy the yacht or to buy the charter or to buy the property, you could maybe look at your cryptos and say, you know what, they've performed for me well over the last year. I've made X amount of money on those. I'm going to use, now I can, through Bitcashier, through that platform, I can use my cryptos, save me borrowing and the cost of the borrowing costs and leveraging against another asset within my portfolio. I can use that crypto to get my real world stuff done. I can do it
directly,
to pay for my management and to pay for my yacht, to pay for my staff and to pay for my helicopter flights, etc. Wow, that's great. I can use that asset now, bring that into the real world for my daily needs. And that's powerful. A lot of people forget that, because they have crypto, they think, I've got crypto, I've just got to wait for it to go up and then I can cash out on an exchange at some point, pay my tax and but they might be sitting with the crypto, which is going sideways, not doing much, has performed well, but is not doing much, and they might think, I've got, 20 million tied up here.
Or maybe they cashed out to a stable coin and they really can't use it for a real world transaction.
Yeah, so we're providing them with an opportunity to actually save money by not borrowing against their assets or re-leveraging. We're actually enabling them, giving them that opportunity to be able to utilize their crypto for real world reasons.
That's perfect. Well, I think we'll wrap up with that. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Tony.
And
appreciate
again, you can find more information. We started out with Minted Yachts, so it's mintedyachts.com, but now we're expanding out. So you can find us online at mintedfinance.com, mintedjets.com, and mintedcars.com. It'll all lead you back to how we can do these transactions. So if you or your family office is interested in doing a luxury transaction, really across the board, please feel free to reach out at the info below. For additional information, please feel free to email me at ts@mintedyachts.com. Also, feel free to text me at 404-805-9819.